Hello, CarVerse followers. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Porsche's latest electric marvel. The 202, the new Macan 4 and Macan Turbo have more than just quickness to recommend them. Porsche's second electric car is aimed squarely at the jugular of the market. Be it affordable or luxurious, the compact SUV is stealing hearts and stealing sales from every vehicle segment. Since everyone seems to want to park one in their garage, it makes sense that Porsche's second electric offering is a version of its compact SUV, the Macan. Product planners are probably still kicking themselves for sending out the Taycan as the lead-off hitter. Unimpressed with some of the decisions that were handed down on the shared platform of the original Macan, the height of the front seats for one, Porsche claims to have led the engineering and design of the hardware for the new electric Macan's premium platform, electric PPE architecture. This is the sort of decision-making power that comes from having sold more than 850,000 Macans over the past 10 years. Porsche probably could have sold even more, but the Macan's factory in Leipzig, Germany, has been banging against its three-shift red line for years. While we never found much wrong with the seating position of the gas-powered Macan, the electric versions, the Macan 4 and the Macan Turbo, sit 1.1 inches lower in front and 0.6 inch lower in the rear seat. Anyone familiar with the gas-powered Macan is unlikely to notice the seating position difference, but they will likely suspect that they're in an updated Macan. The gauge cluster is now a 12.6-inch screen, and there's a 10.9-inch touchscreen in the middle of the instrument panel. For those who want more screens, another 10.9-inch unit in front of the passenger is a $15 or $70 option that will keep your shotgun rider entertained, if not carsick. As with all of these passenger-facing screens, the driver's view of it is blacked out when the Macan is out of park, making it impossible to watch window shop with car and driver on YouTube while driving. There's a simplicity to the rest of the interior, but, thankfully, a volume knob remains, and there are physical HVAC controls below the touchscreen. The leather-wrapped dashboard is a rich touch, but the plainness of the design doesn't look expensive, a view perhaps made worse by the black interior of our sample cars. A 3.4-inch wheelbase increase over the old Macan doesn't add up to a vastly larger interior here. Rear seat room is spacious enough for a 6-footer and certainly won't trigger claustrophobics, but the rear seat isn't a cross-your-legs situation if you sit behind an average driver. Just like on a 911, there's a front trunk, or frunk. There's only 3 cubic feet of space up there, but it checks an electric car box that the Germans had largely ignored. Most of your stuff will go under the hatch, where there's up to 18 cubic feet of space. Some electric car facts. The new platform has a 95.0 kWh battery pack living under the floor and provides a car and driver estimated 250 to 300 miles of range. Like the Taycan, the electric Macan has an 800-volt architecture that enables fast charging. Porsche says it'll run from 10 to 80% charge in the time it takes to watch an episode of Seinfeld without commercials. Actually, Porsche said about 21 minutes. On a slower AC connection, the onboard charger can take in as much as 11.0 kWh, so figure on about 10 hours from empty to full. Those numbers out of the way, let's discuss what a Macan without an engine is like to drive. First off, it's quiet. The Macan 4 and the Macan Turbo we drove both were fitted with optional thermal and acoustic glass, $9 to $20, which helped keep sound levels low. For $490, you can select Electric Sport Sound, which offers a louder, buzzy, whooshy soundtrack for the driving experience. We tried it, started to get a headache, took a couple of Advil, then switched it off. Save your money. Both the 402 HP Macan 4 and the Turbo share their 234 HP front motors. While the 4 gets by with a 375 HP rear motor, Porsche bolts in a more powerful 630 HP rear unit into the Turbo that confusingly never makes 630 horsepower on its own, but combined with the front unit makes 630 horsepower. Getting maximum power from either requires engaging launch control, which can be done only from a stop. Do so, and you get 10 seconds of overboost. In normal driving, the 4 makes 382 horsepower with turbo making 576 horses. Instant torque, 479 lb-ft in the 4 and 811 in the turbo, gives an immediate response to the slap of the accelerator, but the 4 doesn't impress off the line. Porsche says the 4 is good for a 4.9-second time to 60 mph, and in a world of very quick EVs, that doesn't feel very quick. The turbo will snap next with a claimed 3.1-second 60 mph time. Electric cars that accelerate as hard as sports cars, or even supercars, aren't surprising anymore. What the Macan does that few, if any, other battery-powered SUVs can do is handle.